Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel for some more Star Wars Battlefront II news. Today we are coming off of a pretty huge week for Battlefront 2, as last week's update was arguably the biggest single month content drop we've ever received, and over the past few days a lot of new information has released into regards to what is coming next. Today we'll be catching up on all of that. As always, if you do enjoy the videos and could leave a like, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to get the ball rolling on regular content again after a week of being extremely sick. Lucky me to get sick during the week of a huge content update. Anyway, let's start off today's news by going over a couple of quick PSAs on the state of the game. First off, I've been getting a lot of tweets and DMs from my viewers over on Twitter that were very confused by the new Luke Skywalker skin that is being featured on the loading screen despite being currently unlockable. Some people thought it was a glitch and DICE revealed it early, but no, it is of course intentional, and Ben did confirm over on the forums that the community event to unlock that skin will begin on the 11th of this month, so next Friday, and on that same day the community event for the new Darth Maul emote will also begin. Both of the events will end on the 18th, which is the following Friday, so you will have a full week to unlock both items. The Luke Skywalker challenge will require you to defeat 150 enemies in co-op, not your team but you specifically, so for this challenge, unlike the other ones we've had before, you are not going to be able to rely on the community to do all of the work. You're gonna have to get on and do it yourself. For the new Darth Maul emote, you'll simply have to help capture 15 command posts on Felucia, another very easy task. After you've finished all of those, simply go to the main menu, and the skin and emote will be yours. Be sure to jump on and get those done next week if at all possible, because if you miss the community challenges and aren't able to claim the skin and emote, there is no guarantee DICE will ever make them available again. Just the other day, a fan over on the forums asked Ben when DICE would make the Princess Leia skin available again for those who missed the event, and Ben replied saying the Princess Leia skin is exclusive to that event, and there are currently no intentions to release it for credits or crystals. That is definitely a bummer for those who missed out on that skin, but you have a chance here to get the Luke one, and what I'm saying is make sure you do not miss it, because for me personally, I cannot miss that skin. It's going to be one of the best ones in the game. Usually all you have to do is log in after the community event is complete. In this case, you just need to go to the menu after you complete the challenge, and DICE usually does give a good amount of time to finish it, in this case a full week, so I will be sure to remind you of everything when the time comes, because missing out on the Farm Boy Luke appearance would be a tragic thing. Next up, a couple of small updates on some game-breaking bugs within Battlefront 2. Before we discuss the first one, I have to ask all of you a quick question. Have you ever just been minding your own business and enjoying Battlefront 2 when you come across an Obi-Wan player? You think to yourself, piece of cake, it's just Obi-Wan, I'm gonna take this guy down no problem. However, you quickly realize something is terribly wrong after you've hacked and slashed at him over and over again, yet he takes close to no damage? If so, you are not alone, because currently there is an absolutely awful glitch online that gives Obi-Wan the damage reduction he receives during all-out push permanently, and makes Obi-Wan borderline unkillable with permanent 80% damage reduction. This bug was in the game when they first implemented the damage reduction, and then they fixed it, and then like a ton of other bugs with DICE, the bug somehow came back with the patch before this one. Luckily, the team has finally responded to this after over a month of this bug going rogue, with Ben saying this is on the team's high priority list to fix, and he reiterated this over on Twitter as well. And usually when Ben replies to the same subject twice, it does mean the team is actually taking it seriously. However, we're lucky this bug applies to Obi-Wan and not someone like Anakin or Kylo. Obi-Wan is still somewhat possible to take down even with the 80% damage reduction, just because Obi-Wan doesn't really have any crowd control abilities, and a lot of people suck as Obi-Wan, but I can only imagine the terror of a permanent damage reduction Anakin. My god. Speaking of damage reduction bugs, let's talk about the Clone Commandos. I mentioned this in my reinforcement guide I posted this Sunday, check it out if you missed it, but currently the battle focus ability for the Clone Commandos is completely bugged. While they are supposed to only receive 25% damage reduction, they instead receive 50%, which is in addition to receiving half of any damage they deal to any enemies or objectives back as health. As a result, this ability is inarguably broken. I mean, the Clone Commando can 1v1 pretty much any villain with ease, and I would say they are better than every single blaster hero at the moment. They are just so good. Anyway, Ben did confirm the team is working on a fix for this, and that the fix will be implemented into the next update, which of course will be a pretty huge nerf to the Clone Commando, but not to worry, they are so much better than most other units in the game right now, that is not going to be a problem. You know, I am aware that I sound like a broken record right now, but how on earth did DICE miss this huge damage reduction glitch during the entire development cycle of the Clone Commando? I am not going to say the devs are incompetent, because clearly they are capable of creating some amazing things, and overall I am really happy with the content we've been getting lately. All of the new reinforcements play pretty well without too many bugs. I'm still amazed Droidekas came out as well as they did considering how many issues they still have with Grievous, yet they missed something so obvious like this battle focus bug. I mean, I knew something was wrong within 5 minutes of using them online. I downloaded the patch and almost immediately I knew the Clone Commandos were broken. DICE continues to baffle me when it comes to this sort of thing. They say they have playtesters working on the game, but I really doubt that, to be honest, because this is something that really cannot be missed with any level of playtesting, and it seems like there is something similar going on every single patch. Moving on, we have a ton of news for changes coming to instant action and co-op. Starting off, Ben made a post over on the Reddit just the other day, confirming that more AI heroes will be added to the 2 new modes soon, because if you haven't noticed, as of right now, the only AI heroes that will spawn are Chewbacca, Yoda, Darth Maul, and Bossk, and despite being the correct era for those maps, Dooku, Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Grievous never appear as AI, which makes for very little variety. This apparently is a bug, and DICE does have those AI heroes ready to go, but currently a glitch is preventing them from spawning in because those heroes cost credits to unlock, and I guess the AI doesn't think they have the credits to buy them, so they can't spawn as those heroes. Fortunately, the DICE team has taken care of this issue, and as of the next patch, we'll have a lot more AI variety, and not just those 4 previously mentioned heroes. Speaking of AI variety, we'll soon be seeing both AI vehicles as well as additional reinforcements on the battlefront. In a really nice post over on Reddit, Ben answered a few questions about co-op and instant action, but by far the biggest takeaways from the post are that AI vehicles are already up and running, only needing a few small tweaks before DICE releases them, and that DICE is planning on implementing additional AI reinforcements, and currently the team is working on the Droideka and Clone Commando. I do think DICE needs to work on the current reinforcement AI just a little bit more, especially the Commando droid, because from what I've seen, the AI Commando droids never use their melee, which kind of takes away from the uniquity of the Commando droid in the first place. Hopefully DICE continues to refine the AI in general, because on any difficulty the AI ranges from god tier aimbot player, I'm looking at you Vanguard, to a level 1 player with no thumbs and a broken controller, looking at you AI Bossk, who decided it would be a good idea to just run into a corner for the entire match yesterday. Ben did go on to say that the team is planning on implementing both the new reinforcement AI and the vehicle AI at the same time, so hopefully we can see both of them in the next update, but I would say November is a much more likely time for arrival. A couple additional things when it comes to AI fixes. DICE is working on the bug that allows AI to continue to fire while being ragdolled. It is incredibly frustrating to use force powers against the bots in instant action sometimes, because DICE seems to have completely forgotten to disable their firing while being thrown, because the amount of times an AI Wookiee has overloaded me in the face with their bowcaster while simultaneously being flung across the map is extremely annoying. Hopefully this gets fixed with the next update, because it is a pretty irritating glitch to have to deal with. Also, Ben did confirm over on the Battlefront forums that DICE is not going to be making other heroes available in instant action, something I find pretty disappointing. I think it's great that Capital Supremacy and co-op are era-specific heroes only, but for instant action, which is offline and solo, I really think DICE should make all heroes available. I mean, it affects absolutely no one except for the person playing, because it is entirely offline and single player, so in my opinion the mode should be more of a sandbox-oriented game mode, especially for that section of the community that can only play offline. Moving on, for those of you who've been hoping DICE would start creating content for eras other than the Clone Wars, which from what I've seen online seems to be a large portion of the community, it looks like you might be in luck. Over on Reddit, a Battlefront fan asked if October was the final month of Clone Wars content, to which Ben responded saying that this month begins the transition from Clone Wars to other eras. I assume that means they'll tidy up the new modes, drop the reinforcement appearances which should be coming this month, which were leaked a while back and should be for the Commando droid, with maybe some Legion appearances for the Clone Commando and ARC Trooper, and then that is going to be it for Clone Wars content, at least for quite a while. Obviously, November and December are going to be focused on the rise of Skywalker, and anything past that is a mystery. Hopefully we can get the original trilogy maps in Capital Supremacy. That is something I'm really hoping to see very soon. Either way, DICE has made it clear they are nowhere near done with Battlefront 2, so I'm sure we'll find out the specifics of their plans in January. Finally, it looks like DICE will be working on an update to the game icon for Battlefront 2. Currently, the icon shows Iden, Maul, and Rey, I believe, and many players have been suggesting that DICE update the icon to feature more of the new content from the game. Ben responded to one of the posts asking for this change just a few hours ago, saying there is more to come on this, and DICE shares the community's opinion. I think this would be a great change just for advertisement's sake. Maybe find a way to fit 5 heroes in the thumbnail and feature Obi-Wan or Anakin front and center, then maybe Grievous and Vader, keep Iden to represent the campaign, and then choose someone to be the representative of the sequel trilogy, maybe Kylo with his episode 9 appearance, which is probably coming, since Rey has already been featured on the icon for over a year. Well guys, that is going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to leave this video a like, and if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you never miss another upload. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.